Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Tanya. I'm the proud host and founder of Mucho Dinero TV. I have a very special guest on here today. Her name is Dr. Pepper. She's the founder of Be Elite. Welcome, Dr. Pepper.
Hi, thank you so very much for having me, and thank you to all of your guests as well.
Oh, that's awesome. So, Dr. Pepper, I just recently started stalking you in a good way. It's not a bad stalk, it's a good stalk. And you've motivated me so much that I really wanted you to be here on what I call Motivation Mondays here
Uh-huh.
on Mucho Dinero Show. And on the Mucho Dinero Show, we empower, we educate, and we promote. So that's our purpose, is to really support each other. So, Dr. Pepper, if you will, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, sure. Well, I am Dr. Pepper, and yes, Pepper is my real name. I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor of higher and adult education. What's my story? Well, I work with women, primarily African American women who have disease or dis-ease, and I work with them to help them reinvent themselves. And I do this by lowering blood pressure. I'm also a certified weight loss coach, health and wellness coach, trimming any excess fat that they may have, and getting them off medication. If we can't get off medication, at least trimming down that medication. I have multiple sclerosis. My story actually starts back in high school. I was a senior in high school. I was excelling, class president, doing everything that I wanted to do. So excited about leaving home because I couldn't wait because I was kept under a rock. I couldn't wait for this freedom. Like, oh, I'm going to college. Yes.
Yes.
But what I started realizing, this feeling, is this tingling in my toes, and I was like, that's weird. What's going on? Eventually, the next day, the tingling went from my toes to my foot. The next day, I mean, slowly creeping up my leg, my foot to my thigh, my calf, then my calf to my thigh, and then all around my hips. I was like, that feel weird. I got these tingling stuff all in my booty. I'm like, what is that? So I finally said something to my mom, and she took me to the doctor. They said, "Oh, it's stress. No test at all. Oh, she's just stressed out. That's all. It's just." I'm like, I don't stress. That's not me. But fast forward, I went to college. Second semester, I wanted to be a physical therapist. Okay, I want to be a physical therapist. So you have to take all these science classes. I was pretty good, but not all that good with my physics. So I took no dose. Some of you may remember no
Oh,
dose.
I remember.
No dose. I stayed up all night long cramming for this test. Walked in the test. I answered a couple of them right. I walked out of the test. When I walked out of that test, I had double vision.
Oh,
One eye
wow.
was focusing on one, the other was focusing on something else. I'm like,
Oh,
oh my
wow.
goodness, what is happening to me? I'm not going to tell the entire story. I'm gonna fast forward past some of this story. I ended up going to the health center. They said if these pills don't work, you need to go to the emergency room. Pills didn't work, of course. I ended up in the hospital. My neurologist, he was like, "We have to do a spinal tap." I'm like, "What is that?"
Oh,
It's
wow.
a long needle that we're gonna stick in your spine. I'm by myself, okay? Mind you, I'm not from here. I'm not from this area. I'm by myself. The nurse, like, okay, hold my hand. They stuck me in the back with the needle. Excruciating pain. I am about 17 years old by
Wow.
myself. Excruciating pain. Now, since then, I've had children, so I know what the epidural feels like. I think it was worse than that.
Wow.
He stuck me. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Nothing. I have to do it again."
Oh, no.
He stuck me again. I'm
Oh,
telling myself, if you move, you're going to be paralyzed. Please don't move. Please don't move. You'll be paralyzed. He stuck me again. He's like, "I'm so, so sorry." The tears were falling profusely from my face. I'm in extreme pain. He's like, "I got to do it one more time." I'm
no.
like, Jesus, help me.
Oh,
I'm like, I don't know if I can not move again. I did it one more time. They stuck me. He's like, "We got it." I felt the liquid coming down my back. And multiple sclerosis. It's like, you have multiple sclerosis. They did all the testing. Before that, I had been given every test known to man, I believe. But yeah, I had multiple sclerosis. They gave me prednisone, which is a steroid. If you know anything about steroids, it makes you blow up.
Yes.
To lie to me because I was very vain. I thought I was pretty. I was like, no, I'm cute. It's like, no, you're gonna gain weight, ma'am. I'm like, huh? Yeah, you're gonna gain weight. But as soon as you get off the drugs, you will go back to normal. That was a lie.
Oh, wow.
Took me 5 years to get that weight off.
Wow.
I went down to only eating enough to survive, just barely to survive, because I thought that's how I could help myself to lose this weight. Fast forward a little bit further in my story, I created a group called the Fit Christian Woman Over 30. It's a Facebook group, forever fine and fierce, because I know how it feels to go back home, to go to church specifically.
Yes.
Oh, you've been eating pizza. Oh, you got fat.
Yes, unfortunately. Yeah.
You need to eat. You so skinny.
Yeah.
Can y'all make up your mind? Yes. So I created this private Facebook group because I understand and I know your pain. I feel the pain. I've been there, still there. Yeah, I'm small, but I can't just go back to what I used to do, or I'll be big again. I don't know how much more of my story you want me to tell.
Well, here's the thing. What's the name of the Facebook group again?
The Facebook group is the Fit Christian Woman Over 30, Forever Fit, Fine, and Fierce.
Oh, I love that. I just love that. Is it still an active group that's ongoing?
It actually is. And I had to add that fit because that's why I just recently changed it to add the fit in there. No matter where you are in life, whether you're small, medium, large, extra large, put some more X's on that large, it does not matter. The people in this group, they may not be wanting to lose weight. They may want to maintain, and some people want to gain weight. So I welcome everybody in.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you for sharing a part of your story. And I do have a couple of other questions for you. Well, before the questions, one of the reasons why I was so attracted to your Facebook page is because you said you had MS, but you had just won. You want you will you tell a little bit about your competition and what you actually do?
Yes, ma'am. I am an award-winning long distance runner. I run all the time. Matter of fact, I just won Saturday.
Yes, yay! Congratulations. And go ahead.
It was a 10K. It was a 10K race on Saturday. And I just knew that there was no way possible for me to win because during the race, I had to potty. Okay, I did. I had to potty. So I was like, oh Lord, I gotta go. And no, I can't do this in my clothes. I gotta go.
Yes.
So I found the opening along it's like a gate. It was open. So, and it was like some trees and stuff. So I went around the gate, took care of my business, came back. The gate was locked.
Oh my goodness.
The gate was locked. I was like, oh Jesus. How in the world am I going to get out of here? But there's a guy he'd been sitting across the street. He apparently worked for, it was a golf course or something. And he came, he's like, okay, I can get you out. He's like, his code wasn't working. He's like, let me call my boss. Boss code wasn't working. I'm like, I'm seeing these people pass. I'm like, I'm faster than them. I passed them a long time ago. Finally, the gate, they were able to find it. I'm like, can I just go around? He's like, no, the gate is all around the entire lot. I was like, oh Jesus. I'm like, okay, there's no way I'm going to win today. He finally opened the gate. I got out. I'm like, I'm telling myself, you have to make up for lost time. You must catch everybody who passed you. They were long gone by this time.
Wow.
I just kept telling myself, just run as fast as you possibly can. And I was going over, I was counting in my head. It's like 10 seconds, 10, 9, 8. I couldn't believe it. When they called my name, it was like, I'm like, what? You won? I won first place? What? In my head?
So happy for you. So happy for you. And I want to welcome, we do have some people that are listening. I want to welcome everybody to the Mucho Dinero TV show. Dr. Pepper, you really have an interesting story. And and thank you for sharing it. And once again, thank you for that win. And I want to say that you motivated me, because even though you were diagnosed with MS, you're a runner and you're winning. You were actually winning these victories. And I was like, I have got to meet her. I've got to talk to her. So once again, thank you for being on the Mucho Dinero Show. And listening audience, if you're watching the replay, be sure to show us that you're watching replay. And if you want to get in contact with Dr. Pepper, I'm going to actually show you have it at the bottom down here. This is a good way that you can get in contact with Dr. Pepper. And, I also put some more information attached to this video that we're doing right now later on, so you can talk to her directly. Because to me, this is a special health session. You did not know, because I didn't tell you anything about my health, what I'm going through. But about 6 months ago, my numbers were really, really elevated. So right now I'm in the process of working through that whole pattern. And I used to be in the Navy, and I would run all the time. And one of the things that I miss the most, Dr. Pepper, is the fact that I ran while on active duty, and also while in the reserves. But I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't ran in years. So you motivated me. I was telling my husband, I said, Brian, I think I need to start running again. So the next time you talk to me, I promise I'm going to start running. So I just feel like if I just do 5 minutes, is better than nothing,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I have some questions that I want to ask you.
Okay.
You were 17 when you found out you had MS, and then several years later, you're still thriving, you're beautiful inside and out. I can look at you and tell that with the diagnosis, you're not like a lump sitting somewhere and all worried. You know what I'm saying? You're going forward with life. And I believe that that's something our listening audience need to know, that no matter what we're going through, even if your numbers are elevated, and I'm a woman of faith also. I'm a Christian. I just believe that, like I asked God, I said, God, I got to get these numbers down. What am I supposed to do? And then I heard him. He gave me clear directions on what I need to do, period. So I believe that if we just hold on to faith and just go forward. Dr. Pepper, what would you like to say? Is there something you would like to add?
Well, I would like to add one thing that I do. I started my story. I didn't finish my story, but working with the ladies, as a result of the ladies who work with me, they do decrease their blood pressure. They do have increased stamina, increased energy, and they're better able to reach their goals. They're after you work with me, you have a voice, and I mean, you're healthier. You're livelier. I mean, you see me. I'm just a happy, bubbly person.
Yep.
And I know that's contagious.
Yes,
that's contagious. And I'm happy when you're happy. When you can reach your goals, I am happy. And I do want to share with you also. You can reach me on Facebook. It's Dr. Pepper. Spell out the word doctor. What's scrolling around on the bottom of the screen is Jewel Pads. I am educating women on how to take care of their bodies. If you're in reproductive age, you can have babies. Hey, I need you to change your pads. The pads on the market are full of toxins. They're what's causing women to have like UTIs, which are urinary tract infections. All types of things with our reproductive health are caused by these pads that are filled with toxins, causing low birth weight in babies, causing you to not be able to conceive babies. Did you know that your pads that you're putting on every month, they are helping you to have breast cancer? Okay. And I'm teaching people, I'm going all over the place teaching people about these Jewel Pads. Jewel Pads have no toxins in them. They cut the time that you're on your cycle anyway. You don't bleed as much. You don't cramp. And it's just fun. And they are highly absorbent. Now, one day I did accidentally pee on myself, but I had the pad.
Yes.
That pad soaked up all that pee. I have nothing in my underwear, nothing going down my legs.
Wow.
It's crazy. Y'all be like, that girl, was she always using the bathroom when she's running? Hey, you gotta go. You just gotta
Gotta
go.
go.
There's no
That's
porta
right.
potty in the forest.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I didn't know that. I didn't know all of that, to be honest with you. So that's
Yeah.
why you're on here today. Remember, we educate, we empower, and we promote here on the Mucho Dinero TV show. So if it's okay with you,
Yes,
um,
ma'am.
I would like to ask you a couple of questions.
Oh yeah, go, please.
All right. Let me look at my notes.
Okay.
Oh, so you're an author. I didn't know that. So
Yes.
please tell us a little bit about your book.
My book is called See You on the Other Side of Through. I co-authored that with my husband. He's a pastor, Pastor Tim Totten, here in the city of Memphis. Well, we're Memphis area. We'll say Memphis area. The book is about see you on the other side of through. We are all going to go through something. There are three phases of life. You're either in a storm, you're coming out of a storm, or you're going into the storm. And the book says, I'm going to see you on the other side. Once you go through it, I'll see you on the other side. The book is an inspirational book talking about different things that we may go through. It's kind of an autobiography, kind of sorts. I do talk about my being diagnosed with MS, and there's also some journal entries from when I had 2 miscarriages
Oh, I'm
back
sorry
to
to
back,
hear that. Oh, wow.
exactly 9 months to the day apart.
Oh,
So,
wow. Yeah, you know what? Oh my goodness. I love the title. So listening audience, you can't hear them, but I can hear the audience. How can they get the book?
you can go to Amazon. It's on Amazon. You can do Google. It's on Amazon and somewhere else. I forget where else, but I know it's on Amazon. But if you want a signed copy, now I can get you a signed copy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. You heard it, listening audience, and I received that. That's right. I'll see you on the other side. And I'm so sorry to hear about the about the your babies. My daughter went through a similar situation. She gave birth, and our baby girl, baby Cassidy, was stillbirth about 7 years ago. And I never thought that I would hold a deceased grandchild in my hands, you know?
Mhm.
And so I understand. I haven't been through that, but I understand, you know, and what all of that entails, you know, it's not easy. So, you know, you know, I just pray that God will continue to comfort you and your family because I know that's not easy. We're still feeling the effects of it.
Mhm.
So thank you for sharing that.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
or this is a good question. What
Okay.
would you say to your 20-year-old self?
My 20-year-old self, I would say, you're going to go through some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
God's going to let you go through some stuff. It's going to be hard. You're going to cry, but know that He never leaves you. He is never, ever going to leave you. Just keep your hands in God's hands and understand and know that you can do it. You can keep on going. Just keep on going. Keep smiling and just keep on moving and keep encouraging other people. If you have to wait on God, do what waiters do.
Yes.
Serve. Waiters serve.
Yes, way to serve. There's a song by Juanita Bynum. I think the name of it is called I Don't Mind Waiting. That's one of my and I really do, you know, when it comes down to waiting, it's a privilege to wait on God, you know. And thank you for encouraging us and reminding us that it's okay to wait and serve. That's good. I've never heard that before. Wait and serve. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for sharing that. Okay, so the final question is, how do you manage your MS?
How do I manage it? I'd have to start with when I first found out I was diagnosed when I had MS. I was in the hospital. My family, they were like all lined. It's like they were lined up in the wall on the wall across from my bed. And I looked at them. My first question was, "Why me? Why
Uh-huh.
me?" But then I looked at my family, and I was like, "God said it's going to hit somebody in your family. They can't handle it. They cannot handle it. They would never be able to handle it. He picked you. He picked you because he knows that you can do it. You can handle it, and you can take this, and you can take this lemon, and you can help other people with this. And that's what I've been doing. How do I manage my MS? I understand that it was given to me to be as a privilege. It's a privilege for me to have it. People are like, oh, you're crazy. This is not a privilege. This is crazy. But no, it is a privilege because I get to be the spokesperson. I get to share with other people that, hey, I could have done like other people. I could have been like sulking and and stay in that why me state.
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of people mess up. They stay in that why me, and God took my eyes, he took my leg, he took my voice, he took this, that, or the other, and they just wallow in that. Maybe he took that, but he enhanced something else.
Yeah.
He enhanced something else. How do I manage? I manage with having a good attitude as much as possible.
Yes.
Do I have bad days? Yes, I do. I do. Do I cry sometimes for different things? Indeed, I do. As far as the symptoms, yeah, I did partner with this wellness stores, the wellness club. And I take the supplements from there. I no longer take the drugs. They weren't working. I took that stuff for 10 years. That stuff did not work at all.
Wow.
But when I switched and I started taking the vitamins from my wellness club, my stamina shot up. That brain fog where I wanted to kill myself because I couldn't remember anything. I'm like, I'm way too young. If I turn around, I can't remember what I just saw. I can't remember what I just said.
Wow.
But I did. I wanted to kill myself. And my daughter, she even brought it to me. She's like, Mom, you're scaring me. She had come home from college. She's like, you're scaring me. I'm like, what are you talking about? She said, Mom, you just said the exact same sentence 4 times.
Wow.
Oh, she said, Mama, you did. And you are really, really scaring me. I tried to play it off, but I knew she was more than likely telling the truth because at that time I could not remember anything. But since I changed and I started taking these natural plant-based supplements, that brain fog has greatly cleared. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Now, I do have some memory issues.
Mm-hmm.
My mom says because I'm old. I'm like, Mom, I'm not old. You're old. You're 80. I play with my mom. She knows me. I'm crazy. Mm-hmm. but I take those supplements and I work out. You have to move, even if you don't feel like it. Move just a little bit. Just move a little bit.
Awesome. Great. You motivated me. I think you came on the show for me, but I'm not being selfish. So that's why I'm interviewing you, So once again, please let the listening audience know how they could get in contact with you, because nothing happens by chance. We're supposed to be talking today, we're, and I don't know who's going to end up listening to this. I don't know who's going to share it out. But one thing I do know, that you have the tools that's needed in order to help people and to heal people. So if you can, please share once again how we can get in contact with you.
Yes, ma'am. Those pads, those toxin-free pads, it's that was scrolling across the screen. So you have that. And to get in touch with me, you please private message me so I could actually see it. It's Facebook, Dr. Pepper. Spell out the word doctor, and Pepper is one word, Dr. Pepper. Totten is my last name, Totten. But if you just put in Dr. Pepper, it should come up. I am on Instagram. It's fit, the number 2, the letter B, fine. Fit to be fine. Because you are fit to be fine. I know you are. You are fit to be fine. Come on now. Come on now. No matter what your fitness level is, you are fit to be fine. And that's fine, whether it's physical fine or psychological fine, mental fine, just fine. You are fit to be fine. And that's what I want for you. I want for you to be fine. I want you to be your body, mind, soul, and spirit to be fine.
Thank you so much for being on the show today, Dr. Pepper. You've been an inspiration to me. Listening audience, don't be selfish. Be sure to share this video out, share the information out, re-listen the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's support each other. That's so important that we actually support each other. So would you like to say anything in closing, Dr. Pepper, because it's the end of the show?
I have the solution. something's going on with you, I have the solution. If I don't have it, I promise you I can find it for you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, listening audience, for being a part of the show today. And also, if you have any questions, be sure to place the Q in front of your question, and we'll be sure to get back to those questions. Okay. Have an awesome day. Have a productive week. Remember, this is Monday Motivation, and Dr. Pepper, I give you an A. You did it. A plus.
Thank
You
you.
motivated us. Definitely motivated us. Bye bye, everyone.